Hey guys, Chris Vidal here from ASM Scholarships. Welcome to my office here in South Florida, West Palm Beach. Today the weather's not too bad. You might see in the corner it's a bit sunny out there, but I'm really excited to make this video and welcome you to ASM and what we do here. And really in this video I'm going to explain to you really what we do on the personal recruitment manager service. My team asked me to make this video because they speak to a lot of you. You might have even spoken to me before. And what we want to do is just put all this information into one video to help you parents and athletes learn more about what we do for you, how we can help you get recruited. A lot of athletes come to us who are looking to play college sports, to study, play sport at highly competitive universities, some are like the ones you see below me. And many of you just don't know what you're doing. You just don't know the process. You don't know how to communicate with the coaches, you have no coaches interest in you right now, and also you don't understand the financing behind it. And I'm going to explain to you the costs you're going to have to think about going into this process. So in this video I'm going to help you with how this all works, how much is it going to cost you, and how long it's going to take as well. So the first thing we're going to get into in this process now is how does a recruitment manager help me get recruited? Now, I have a lot of videos out there on YouTube you might have seen where we have like a timeline. It's something like this. You might see me do like a little figure. Where I have like a person and I have the school, like UCLA for example. Oh, that's a bad UCLA. And then I have like steps. So if you haven't watched that, go watch that. It's like I talk about the steps you've got to take. I'm going to get into a bit about that here as you can see on the screen. But these steps are vital because if you don't take the right steps, the right preparation, you will never get a scholarship. Now, I was lucky enough to kind of go around the steps a little bit 10 years, 15 years ago now, but it wasn't as competitive back then. There was a lot less people doing it. Facebook, social media wasn't around, so a lot less people knew about it. Nowadays, so many athletes know about these opportunities. They're all trying to get into these schools, and coaches get thousands of emails actually a month from athletes like you trying to get recruited, and they simply delete them because they haven't got the time to go through them all. Imagine if you had thousands of emails in your email box, you're just not going to look at them. So having someone like ourselves who is trusted, is known by the coaches, we've placed over 4,000 athletes. If you go on our website, I'm going to show you this now quickly. You go on this page, you can get here by going on our homepage, click on search athletes, and then if you go on committed, you will see all the athletes we placed, right? So I'll pick this guy, Tishano. He's going to Florida State University. He's actually got a full ride track and field scholarship from South Africa. Like, we have countless stories like that. We've got kids going to Stanford, Harvard, Florida State, junior colleges, NAIA schools, you name it, we've done it. So I've been doing this for over 10 years now. My co-founder is Ernie Els, you might see him right there. We got together to basically simplify this process and not just develop programs that help you get a scholarship. A lot of agencies do that, and the problem with that is they get you out here to America and then they're done with you. And you're on your own then. The coach will only do so much for you. What we're doing that I think is really special is we're developing career pathways, and that's really what this whole personal recruitment manager is all about. We're going to be with you every step of the way throughout college to help you not just get the scholarship, also maintain that scholarship for the 4 years in college, but then also help you with your career development, getting internships, job prospects. We work with Adecco, it's a big job placement company. And then if you want to be a pro athlete, which 99% of you watching this video do want to be, we're going to help connect you to the right people. So we've got partnerships in basketball with Miami Heat, golf, my co-founder is Ernie Els, we work with Cynic Faldo. Soccer, we have Enoch who plays for Leeds United. He has a great network of MLS teams out here in the US. All he does is go to MLS clubs and USL clubs. In tennis, we work with Johan Krieg, the two-time major tennis champion. I got loads of ambassadors we work with, and we're constantly developing it more, because for us what we want to have is you guys on this program getting big scholarships to big schools. We don't just want to get you to any school. It's not interesting for us to send you to an average school. We want big success stories, and then to get you onto the tour or be a professional athlete. If you don't get that, get a job. It's the best success story we have when our students come with us and go the whole way. So that's why we do that, is to help you every step of the way be successful, because it's going to help you and help us grow something really special here. So let's go back to this process. How are we going to make that happen, right? You guys are wondering, okay, great, like I'm sure you know the coaches, you've probably seen the videos of us quoting them, but how's it going to work for me? How are you going to help me do this process? So what we've done, having done this for 10 years, you learn other ways to do it, right? And we've developed a really simple 6-step program that's going to help you go down this track, go down these steps to get recruited. The first step is the game plan. You might have heard me talk about this before, but really the game plan is preparation. It's getting a profile made. It's getting all the registration stuff done. If you rock up to a tournament, let's say you're a golfer like me, and you got a big tournament coming up, you could do bad preparation and sense just go there with your clubs and hope you play well, or you can be really prepared and you can practice, learn the course before, work on the different types of shots. So you can do it in any sport, basketball, you can do it in soccer, you can do it in rugby, you can learn all the different steps and preparation you need to do really, really well, or you can be lazy and just see what happens. So we want to make sure you're fully prepared in your game plan to what you need to do to get recruited. And the biggest thing we do in the game plan is identify schools that you could go to. Why? Because the more time you have in this process, the more schools you have available to you to get recruited to. Every day you don't do something, someone's getting recruited. And how do I know that? Because we're doing that. Every day we're placing another athlete somewhere else. And that's kids at 15, 16, 17 we're placing for years, either next year after that, or year after that. So the more time you have, the easier it's going to be for you. So if you're really, really, really sure you want to do this, you should get started like now. If you're not sure, don't start right now. Like, I'm not here to sell you and get you doing this right now. I'm just here to educate you. And if this is something you want to do, I want you doing it now so you don't miss out on your opportunities. But if you're not 100% sure, think about it. Speak to us. Let's help figure it out for you. It might not be the right fit for you. But if it is, you know 100% you want to do this, you should get started straight away. So that's my only kind of like call to action I'm going to put in this whole video. The game plan is identify the schools you're looking for so we can develop a plan for you with the time you have available to make that happen. What tournaments you need to play in, what grades you need, right? Looking at, do you even qualify for the schools you want to go to? A lot of kids want to go to Stanford, Harvard, Yale, these big schools, and they're not good enough. Like, we'll tell you, we'll say, hey man, like realistically, you're here right now in your academics and sports, and you've only got this time to improve. And even if you take an extra gap year, the coach wants to see what you did for 5 years prior to that. And you can't change what you've done in the past. So if you start at 17, you're kind of stuck with only so many options. If you start at 14, you've got that time to improve. So we're going to be realistic in what you can get. If we feel like you want Stanford and Harvard and these big schools and you aren't good enough, and we tell you it's going to be like maybe FAU, Lynn, Barry, which are still really good schools, and you're like, I don't want that, I just want Stanford, we won't sign you up on this program, because we give full refunds if we're not successful in this program, so that we have to have the right expectations going into it. So that happens in the that happens in the free interview. When you have an interview with us, you probably spoke to one of my team members, they've probably already gone over options, what they think is possible for you, and that's probably how you got to this video. So the game plan, we do that, as you can see here, college timelines. You'd speak to our team members, we develop your plan of action. We also do your college recruitment video production. So we're going to see those videos we have online. I'll show you an example here. Let's go back to available, some new athletes we have. So let's pick Emily. She's new. Diver from Canada. So here you'll see we edit these videos, put our branding to it. Goes on our YouTube channel. Coaches find videos on our YouTube channel, and we're going to edit this to you so you have all the clips. We cut it, we put the nice music in there. I'm also going to help you make a good video. What clips do you need to film as well? So we do all that for you, part of the program. Let's go back to this. And we're also going to give you access, you see this one here, hopefully it comes up on the big screen, to our recruitment academy portal, which is, you might have saw before, this one. So here, we basically put all these steps, we've made it simple, step by step, what we have to get done, the profile, the video, we have the eligibility, the exams, test papers, you can schedule classes to speak to our tutors. I'll give you actually one-on-one tuition, test papers, we have everything in here, college marketing, your game plan sessions, your commitments, how we do the speaking to coaches, how we do the visits, committing to the school, pre-enrollment to college. So if you're a non-American, this is a really good point for you here. If you're from England like me or South Africa, you've got all this stuff, the visa, health insurance, and then college support, helping you with the internships. We're still developing that online, but right now you just email us and we're going to connect you with a deco or internship opportunities for jobs or internships. And if you want to be a pro, we do that bit for you as well, the career management. So we made it really simple, nice and easy. I don't have any of this. Like, I've basically created this with like the idea of like, what would I like to have had 10 years ago that I didn't have, so we try to put it together for you. It's actually not 10, 15 years ago, 15. put it in there to make it simple for you in the process. But let's go to the next stage. So eligibility. Stage 2, eligibility, right? So that would be like this stage here. So this is 1, that's game plan. 2 is eligibility. So there we're going to do identifying the exams you need to qualify for the schools we identified. What do you need on the SAT? What do you need on the ACT? Right? What's your current high school grades looking like? Are you a 3-point GPA, 2-point GPA? You're probably not on the GPA system. You're probably doing GCSEs, or you're taking the matric, or you're taking what was the German one called? I used to live in Germany, actually. Abitur. You're taking the Abitur. So you're probably on your own country system, but we've got to convert that to the American GPA system, because coaches want the American GPA. So we have to figure that out for you and get you on the right metrics for the American system. So we do that all there. We also have, like I said here, we have SAT tutors, also do TOEFL, also do ACT. So they're really good to help you with that process, because getting the SATs or ACTs, the maximum grade, is going to help you get additional scholarship money. You see, scholarships, how they work in 2 phases, right? You have your sport, and then you have your academics. All right, I'll teach you guys something new here. I haven't done this one yet. So a scholarship, let's say the school is UCLA. Right now, that's a $50,000 a year school. If you want everything, room and board, tuition, food, books, everything, it's everything, right? What it doesn't include, I'll get into that in a bit towards the end of this video, but that's what you're looking at, $50,000 per year, by the way, which is crazy, but that's what it costs. Now, a coach has a budget. A coach here might have, say, a $500,000 budget for his team. And let's say he's got 10 players on his team, right? So that 10 players on his team would take his whole entire budget away from him, right? He ain't gonna do that. So what he's probably gonna do, what most coaches do, is they'll give out, say, 2 full rides. They'll give out maybe, let's give it 6 partials, and they'll fluctuate. They'll range from 50 to 90%, and then he'll have 2 walk-ons. Walk-ons means you're paying all that money. That's normally American kids, because they can get student loans easier. So that's normally the 2 walk-ons. They tend to not be the best athletes, but they've got potential, but they're really there because they can pay, and the coach can fill his team up. So the 2 full rides, everything's funded, bam, you got it. The 6 partials can be 50 to 90%, and that means you still got to pay, like if you're on 90%, 10%, you're paying $5,000 for that year. So how do you get the full rides? Well, you can see in this scenario, for 10 athletes, you'd have to be one of the best athletes on the team. So you have to prove why you're better than everyone else on the team. That's what we do. So we look at your stats and we compare it to other athletes on the team. So like how we would do it, let's say, for example, I'm going to pick golf because that's my forte. So let's pick Christina, right? So she is from Russia. She's a 2021 recruit. I'm going to go to golf stats here. So she's 2 points on the handicaps, pretty good. She's done quite a few events. So I'd research this, learn this, and then I would go, okay, let's say she wanted to go to Stanford University. Helps you spell it right. Stanford University Women's Golf Roster. All right, and I have to go and see what she's up against. So I have to look at, okay, this is women's roster. These are players in Stanford right now. So let's pick Maddie Chow. I hope I'm saying that right. She's a junior, so she's been there for a bit of time. But it gives me, here we go, some of her results. So 2014 Roanoke Junior All-American. I mean, she was probably top 25. 3 times on the NJCAA circuit, so that's American Junior Tour. She's won 3 times on that. That's like not all that impressive. Like some of those events are like pretty easy, but some of them are really, really hard. So she got to Stanford. I'm guessing she won the really hard ones. Well, she came very, very good in a lot of the events there as well. And she qualified for the 2016 US Girls Junior Championship. So that's national, perfect, great result to get. And she did that off the farm, which is their lingo. Like they call Stanford's called the farm if you're on campus. So she did that prior to coming in to the program. This is what she's done while she's been in the program. I'm not so concerned about this stuff while she's been at Stanford because she's already had time to develop. I'm more interested in this. So for me, there's not much there to work on, but I can go research it. I can go look at what did she do in the NJCAA. I can look at where did she finish in here. Did she come top 10? Did she come 5th? And I can start comparing that to our athlete and seeing, okay, I lost her, she was a few pages back, but I can go back and see what she did. Where did she go? Oh, there she is, right? So has she played in the US junior girls? And by the looks of it, no, but she's a European, this girl's American, so we should have picked a European, my bad. Makes it a bit easier. But I recommend her to come to America and play in some of those events. Like, we would arrange that to happen, right? I'll get into those events. So let's pick, this girl's from Switzerland. All right, here we go. So she's done off the farm. Look at this, guys. This is more impressive. See, she was ranked number 3 women's world amateur rankings. Pretty damn good. She was number 3 in the world. So if you're a female golfer watching this, I'll give you some really good feedback here, guys. If you want to go to Stanford, be better than number 3 in the world. Be number 2 or 1, you're going to get in. Because number 3 got into Stanford. So if you're number 2 or 1 in the world, you're going to probably get a full ride scholarship to Stanford. Now, not every coach follows this model. This is just the average, right? Some schools will give out like five full rides and 2 partials and 3 walk-ons. It's different. It's up to the coach. The coach can decide how to spend that budget. It's up to them. Some programs have bigger budgets than other ones. Like Stanford's golf will be a lot higher because they've got a very good program. But then like Florida State, they have a massive football budget, right? Notre Dame, Michigan have massive football budgets. If you go to North Carolina, massive basketball budget. Michael Jordan went there, he donates money to them. So it fluctuates, but that's just based on the sport. The coach is going to make his decision based on how good you are as an athlete. Now, if you have good academics, going back to this, if you have good academics, the coach can do something else. The coach can go to the academic fund, which he doesn't control. It's controlled by the school, controlled by the administration department, and they've got a much bigger budget because they give money out to every student, not just athletes. They give it out to regular students. But they're going to give you the advantage if you're an athlete because you're going to represent wear that school logo on your chest at events. So they can go, they might have a $2 million fund, and the coach says, hey man, I want to give this partial athlete, like I'm going to give him 50%, right? Can I get the other 50% from you guys because our school says we have a 1,100 SAT score to qualify for an academic scholarship. This is why academics is important. So if you get over 1,100, some schools have different ratings, but every school starts at 1,100. It's called the Maverick Scholarship. You might see my video about it. Then you have 1,400, which is the presidential, right? If you didn't hear, you're in gold land. You're like, bam, you're going to make some cash because they're going to pay you out for that. So the coach might even give you less. He might give you 30%, 40% because he knows he can get more money from the school. If you're 1,400, if you're 1,100, he's going to probably do 50-50, right? The more time you give yourselves, the easier it is to do all this stuff. So that's how the finances work of these scholarships. And that doesn't come from one guy, it comes from 2 departments. But a coach can give you from the one department because it takes longer to also get it from here. So it depends how badly the coach wants you. But going back to Stanford, this girl again competed in 2017 Evian Championship. It's a big junior girls tournament to play in. She's done. This is what I like. If you're a golfer, sorry if you're like different sports, soccer, basketball. We have all this information for you guys as well. Like my team will go over this with you. But like she won the 2015 Doral Public Junior Classic. It's here in Florida. It's Miami, Florida. It's at Trump Nationals Golf Course. That's a great one to win. But she's won not just one thing, she's won the Spanish, she won the Junior Orange Bowl, she won the Doral, she won the Swiss. Win after win after win. It's an impressive resume that looks like it goes from 2014 all the way up until like 2017. So it's year after year of progress, right? It's not just one year did really, really well and not so much. So it doesn't matter if you're like a soccer player, basketball, tennis player, you gotta have progression, and you can do this on any sport. You can like pick your school you want to go to, you can research the athletes on the team and see what you're doing, and that's how we predict where you're gonna end up. So we look at you at 15 years old, we look at your target schools, we look at where could you go based off other athletes in those programs right now. And that's how we justify to a coach why they should recruit you. That's probably what you're not doing right now, right? You're probably just like emailing the coach, or you're probably doing nothing, right? And that's what everybody goes wrong in that process. I went wrong in that process 15 years ago. Didn't know what I was doing. I just thought, oh yeah, I'm good, man. Recruit me. Didn't work out. It worked out. I did get recruited, but not to the school I wanted to go to. Right? I went to Iowa. I wanted to go to Stanford. It's just the way it is. Okay, so let's go. So that's what we do in the eligibility section. We're really like looking at where you could go in terms of your academics, using that to help you get more money. We do the research and the game planning. And then the college marketing, once we've identified your, there we go, select that. Once we've identified your kind of top 10, 20 schools that we think you can get into, we're going to do a soft recruitment campaign. Well, that's a terminology we've invented here at ASM. What a soft recruitment campaign is getting your profile, getting this profile out. Where's my profile gone? So we're sending this information to schools that we know you can qualify for. We're calling the coach, we're doing an introduction, we're picking up the phone saying, hey coach, you might see some of our videos where we do this. We do it every single day. The team behind this camera, I've got a team behind me in this camera and a team over here in the other office. They're just calling coaches, getting offers for our clients, getting introductions done. Before you can get an offer, we've got to build up 30 schools that could be interested. And then from that, we're going to do the interview process. We're going to teach you how to do that. And then we're going to get the offer after the interview. So typically we get what we call a verbal offer. A verbal offer isn't a commitment. It's a coach saying that we are going to take you at this rate, provided you get me this grade, or this result. And if you get that, you're pretty much good as gold. Then you get the national letter of intent. That's the NLI. That's the contract between you and the school. When you sign that, you're good to go. But you also can't change your mind. You can't then say, hey, I don't want to go anymore. You can, but you just can't come to the States to a different university. You can stay home, but you can't go to a different university program. You have a 1-year sit out. So when you commit, make sure you really want to go there. But we're going to help you make sure you make that decision right as well. So let's go back to the process. So that's where we're identifying the schools, doing the commitment stage. We could also do official visits. So we help you go to the school, look at it, check it out. We do that a lot for our clients. Have a look at the campus, make sure it's the right fit for you. You only can have 5 of these official visits. That's where you meet the team, you look around, you see if you like the program, the facilities, what they have to offer. You can only have 5 of those. So we want to make sure we pick the right ones. Then, once we've got that scholarship, it's all done, we move on to US entry prep. So most of our clients are from overseas. We're going to help you with the visa process, make sure you do that correctly, get you prepared for college, make sure you're ready, get your health insurances done, anything you need during that process. Health insurance is a big one. I'm telling you, I just had kids, and if I didn't have health insurance out here, guys, my hospital bill was like $1 million. It was crazy. I had twins. So it's very expensive out here. If you get in a car accident, for example, you're looking easy $100,000 to $300,000 in hospital bills. So I don't want to scare you, but like just get insurance and you don't have to worry about it. Like a simple, like a dental visit can cost you like $2,000. In this country is crazy for healthcare. So health insurance is key. Make sure you got the right health coverage. The unis will give you a basic coverage, but it's good to get additional plan that gets all those eventualities out the window. We also have a thing called scholarship insurance, which is something we've actually worked with Lloyd's in London to do. It's one of our own things we developed. So one of the things I noticed when I was out here, and also athletes we've helped over the years, they come over on a great scholarship, they get an injury, then they lose their scholarship, which can happen. So if you've got to pay $50,000, you had a full ride, and you're like, this is sweet, or maybe you're paying 5 or 10, and now all of a sudden you've got to pay 50, not many people can do that. So scholarship insurance will cover the difference, as long as you didn't like get kicked out because you were drinking or doing something like you shouldn't be doing. But if it's due to like a natural problem, like an injury or something like this, it's all in the insurance policy, then you get covered, which I think is really, really good because you can stay there, study, and finish your tuition. So scholarship insurance is something we offer on our VIP program. So, and then the last point, phase 6, again, is what makes us really different to everybody else out there, is we're going to help you with internships, job placement, pro pathway development, connecting you with sponsorships, tour invites into professional clubs out here for the MLS, in the NBA. Like any sport, we have the network to do it and connect you and get you to the next level. That's something we're really excited about. We're going to keep developing it every single year. So really, this is where it becomes a career program. Now, how you can get on this program, so let's go over the cost now, because this is something parents will definitely want to take note of. What is not covered in this scholarship, okay? So what is not covered is your flights to America, unless you get a scholarship stipend. So that's where you get a full ride, and the coach gives you additional money, which normally is about $5,000-$6,000. You can use that for your flights, your costs. But to get that, you've got to be like the top 2 of your team. Like most sports don't even do it. It's really like basketball, football, golf, tennis, track and field does it a bit. But it's like you've got to be like the top to get that. So let's just say you don't get it for now. Let's just say you get a general full ride scholarship. So if you have a full ride scholarship, everything's included. This is what's not included: your flights, your visa, your NCAA clearinghouse or NAIA, depending which division you go to. Flights, visa, say, clearinghouse, SAT, ACT, TOEFL, depending which ones you do. If you're German, Spanish, non-English speaking, you're going to have to do the TOEFL. If you're from like me, from Britain, or you're Australian, South African, you won't have to do the TOEFL exam. Then you're going to need healthcare. Let me just check I've got everything. Yes, I have. Okay, so flights, visa, NCAA clearinghouse, but a C for clearinghouse. You might be like, what is that? That's the governing body. You have to like put all your information in there. It's basically where they make money. To be honest, they just charge you a fee to do it, to check all your information. It's how they fund the association. It's just you just have to do it, unfortunately. But that's going to cost you $125. 125. My writing's bad. 125. Your SAT is about 125. Your TOEFL's about 195. ACT is similar, it's about 125. Your visa is going to be about 425, depending on the country. Your flights, an average return ticket, global ticket, about 750, depending where you're coming from. Let's say you're coming from Europe or Asia. If you're coming from Australia, South Africa might be a little bit more expensive, but call it 750. And then your healthcare, to get a good plan, you're looking at about $1,000 a year, $1,000. And then you want spending money, so let's put some spending. Just like get a coffee, take a guy or girl on a date, go to the movies. We recommend having another $1,000. So all in all, let me get my calculator, because I've been up since 4 this morning, so my kids are up early today. So you got 750 plus 425 plus 125. Let's say you got to do the TOEFL as well, plus 2,000. So it's $3,550 is what you're looking at, even if you get a full ride scholarship. So you're looking at that to cover all this. Now it doesn't happen all at once. It happens over time, but that's what you need to really expect. I want you guys having all the right information before you do this. Now you can get a campus job. So if your mum and dad hey, you want your son or daughter to kind of contribute a bit towards this, they can do a campus job. They can't work off campus. If you're American, you can. But if you're not American like me, you have to do a campus job because your visa won't allow you to work off campus. Most campus jobs will pay $8 to $15 an hour, and you can do 2 hours in the evenings most nights and make about $3,000 to $5,000 a year. So you can actually cover pretty much all of that and have a bit of spending money. Now, if you don't get a full ride, most likely you're going to pay about $5,000 to $15,000 towards that tuition bill. So if it's a $50,000 school, you could be $5,000 to $15,000 for your first year. We don't see many going over that because we're good at what we do. But if you are over that, it's because you really want a school, they just haven't got the money, they haven't got all the full ride money yet, so you just take it because you want it. But most of our clients won't spend more, between 5 and 15 max their first year. And then year 2, you're pretty much always on a full ride, or 50% less than what you paid the first year. So you paid, say, $15,000 your first year, you're down to $7,500, and then you always, year 3 and 4, you're pretty much always on a full ride scholarship. It's very rare you're not on that, unless the coach told you from the get-go it's going to be like $5,000 a year. So again, that's something we're going to help you with when looking at schools. We're going to give you the idea of what it's going to be like for the whole 4 years, so you'll know what your total number is going to be in the deal. Now, how do we get involved? How do our fees work out? And the reason why we do this, we have a commitment fees, because these are our contacts. These are people that I've worked with for 10 years, my team have. Like our trusted association network. And we don't want to push you in if you're not serious. We used to do a program where you could pay us at the end. The problem of that was we got people that weren't very serious. We open our doors, we get you the network, and then people wouldn't reply back to the coach, made us look stupid. So we just ask for a commitment fee up front. It helps to cover our costs to run this for you. We're also going to save you a lot of money as well, but it's really make sure you're committed, because if you're not committed, why should we put our name to you and get you through the door? So we want to make sure you're serious, and that's why we do this. So we have 3 membership tiers. So we have our club membership, our premium membership, and our VIP membership. Right, and how it works is that here's the good news. First of all of these programs, these membership programs we develop, include us helping you find the schools, connecting you to the coaches, helping you understand how to do the interview process with the coach, what to say to the coaches, but most importantly, doing that college marketing that leads to you getting a scholarship. So all of our 3 programs include the scholarship assistance to get that important deal to save you lots of money in college, right? So they all come with scholarship assistance, connecting you and getting those offers for you. Like I said before, the average scholarship we get for our clients is about $30,000 per year. So that's about $120,000 that will save you over the 4-year period you're in school. If you do a 5th year, do your masters, that'd be another $30,000, so $150,000. But most students do their bachelor's and they turn professional, they go get a job. So I'm going to go 4 years for our kind of estimates. So they'll come with scholarship assistance, which is really good, means any program you do, you're going to get that. But the main difference between the Club Premium VIP is the following. The club membership is more for student athletes and parents who just want us to get you the scholarship to school. As soon as you enter America, then we're done. We don't continue support after that. Or if you want to do premium, you want that support for 4 years in college. We help you with internships, job prospecting, with getting you the pro contracts after university. That's more the premium, right? That's looking after you for the whole 4 years. Same with VIP, that comes with that as well. The next level to that with the VIP is going to give you all the insurances. So let's get into that. So we have scholarships here. It also comes with video. We edit your videos. Really important. We've seen from the example here on the screen that having a really good video makes an impact. Will get coaches more interested in you. Funny enough, just today we had a student that had, say, not such a good video. We made them edit it, make a better one. And then as soon as we put that live today, within 2 hours, we had 3 coaches interested in that student athlete with more offers. So again, a good video is very, very key. So we edit the video for you. You just send it to us, and then we're going to edit that. It also gives you, all the programs come with access to our membership area. So look at area, which is, I'm going to show you now what that is. So as you've probably seen just from this one video, there's lots of information. It can be a bit overwhelming. And one of the things that we kind of do sometimes in our consultation calls, we'll say to you, like on a scale of like 1 to 10, 10 being like, you think you know the whole process down to a T, 1 being not so much, where do you feel like you're at? Most people will say to us they feel like they're at 3 or 4, right? After speaking with us, sometimes at a 5 or 6, because it's just so hard to give you all the information in one call or one video like this. There's just so much you need to know. So we know obviously everything, we're at a 10, but what we're going to do is help guide you, hold your hand so you get all that information over time so it's manageable. So what we've done is made this membership area, which you can see, on the screen, and you're going to get access to this and all the programs. And what we've done is we've condensed down, like we saw the steps like went over earlier. Step 1, the profile video, editing that, building the profile, legibility, SATs, what to take, registering your SAT tutor classes, which you get in premium. So in the premium and the VIP, you get SAT classes. You actually get 6 in the premium and you get 12 in the VIP. This is a 6-week program where you're going to take that ideally about a month or 2 months before your SAT. You take 1 class every week. In this one, it's a 3-month program, so you can get ready for your test. Now you can also break down those classes. You can take it longer over more time, but the team we work with for doing the SAT tutoring, they like to give you a course program so it's more structured and easier for you to do. You also get, with the classes, access to their SAT Academy and TOEFL Academy and ACT. So you can also do ACT TOEFL in these classes. You can choose what you feel like you need the most help with. But the class academy they have as well gives you a portal like this one where you have all the videos, knowledge, information you need. Now in the club we don't do the SAT. So if you're already taking the SAT, you don't need it, the club's going to be better for you for that. But again, this is going to help you above and beyond for the SAT package. So that you do that in this section here, you can register as well. We also, on VIP, pay for your SAT. So I'm going to put $XXAT. We pay the SAT fee registration, and we pay for your clearinghouse registration, which you can see in this section here. You've got the NCAA clearinghouse and the NAIA clearinghouses. We pay that fee as well. So it's 2. That's about, SAT is about $125. Both clearinghouses are about $125 times 2, so it's $250 we pay for you in those packages as well, and we do it all for you. We make it simple so you don't make any mistakes. These programs, we don't cover the fee, but we do check it for you. We make sure you've done it correctly. But here we actually just do it all for you. That's why it's VIP, is everything's done for you. So we do that, then we go down to the college marketing. Again, you can see we have everything here, scholarship commitment. You get that in all the packages, all of the the process is put down in the membership area, and we are updating that pretty much every week, putting new information in, updating it, making it easier. So you get that in all the programs. Now, in the premium, where this goes above and beyond the club, you're going to get also 4 years of support in college. Same with VIP, you also get the 4 years as well, right? So we used to do 2 years in premium, but we upgraded to 4 because these two programs are really for student athletes who want us to help them, not just with getting the scholarship, but also looking after you throughout college, anything you need, like which bank to get, which phone plan you should get, but more so for the internships, the jobs with our partners with Adecco, who are a huge job placement company, helping you with these two programs to get you internships and jobs. It's one of the pathways you'll come out of the US college system with, is either getting a job or turning professional. So if you're going to turn professional, we work with our ambassadors to help you get sponsorship deals, get into tryouts, get you into tournaments, right? So we help you with all those important things to improve your network, to fast track your success when you turn professional. So that's really why you do one of those two things. Now, what makes the VIP different to premium and club is it also includes your insurances. So we actually here will put your health insurance in there, your health, and your scholarship insurance, which you probably never heard of before, but it's hugely valuable, and here's why. So scholarship insurance, let's say you get a $120,000 scholarship, right? And then let's say, for example, you get injured. You tear your ACL and you can't play soccer anymore, for example, or you break your leg in American football or rugby, and the coach says, I'm not going to give you the scholarship, because the coaches can take away scholarships. And actually that's why the support is really valuable too, because we do scholarship maintenance. So we're going to make sure you're maintaining your scholarship throughout the whole 4 years. That coach isn't taking it away from you. You're doing everything necessary. And if he does, we can do one thing. We can transfer you, it's free of charge, we transfer you to a different program, or we use scholarship money from the scholarship insurance to cover the difference in tuition. So let's say you're on a $30,000 scholarship year 1, you get it year 1, year 2 you get injured, now you're going to pay $30,000. Where are you going to pay that money from? Either your personal savings or use your scholarship insurance. So that's why this investment in the VIP program is huge, because what it saves you. So, and health insurance, I think everybody understands that. I don't have to go too much into detail, but everyone knows the American health system is crazy. I just had twins here, and that hospital bill is $1 million. It's actually about $1.2 million to have twins. Luckily, my health insurance plan paid for that. But you probably won't get pregnant, but in college. But what could happen, and you might have a filling in your tooth. You might need to go to a doctor for a regular visit. They normally start around $500 just for a visit to a doctor. So having a health insurance plan is key. You have to have it, otherwise the school won't let you come. Most universities will offer their own health insurance plans, but they're very limited to just university life. Like if you want to go with your buddies a weekend, travel to New York, let's say you go to school in Florida, you want to fly out to New York for the weekend, most plans won't cover that. So you want to make sure your university plan has everything. What we've done is we've teamed up with Lloyd's of London, one of the biggest insurers of the world, and we've developed a plan really for student athletes that covers you for all the most important things you need in America. So that's why the health insurance plan is a must. If you don't do it with us, get it with someone else, but you need a plan that also covers everything outside of university life. So that's really what the differences in the programs are. Just want to go to the States, don't want us to look after you, do the club. If you want us to look after you, build your SATs, you also want us to basically help you go pro, get careers, maintain your scholarship, help you with a transfer, premium's the way to go. If you want the VIP, you want mainly the extra insurance benefits of that, you don't have to worry about anything, even booking your travel. We have a traveling partner that books travel. We'll arrange that for you. In the premium, we connect you with them, so you send your dates to them, and they'll find you the best airfares and flights. But really, VIP just holds your hand every step of the way. You never have to worry about a thing. We do everything for you. The most popular program is our premium program. So that is what basically most athletes and parents do. It just covers the bare essential things you really, really need throughout this whole 4 or 5 year process. Getting a scholarship, getting the video, membership area, also getting the SATs to improve their academics, and then the 4 year support, which I feel like every student needs to know, have someone there to help them with anything they need. So again, that's our most popular. Now prices, you'll see the prices below the video, but basically what we charge for the club membership is $3,950. Premium is $6,950, and the VIP is $9,950, right? All can be done in a payment plan. So if you can't afford an upfront payment, you can do a payment plan with us. We do a 3-month, a 6-month, and a 12-month. So give you different options. And that covers the whole service. There's not going to be any hidden fees, extra costs along the way. I shared with you the other costs you're going to have already throughout the process, really, in terms of your visa, your flights, and things like that. But really, that's what we charge to give you this service. Now, if you think about the grand scheme of things, if we get you a $120,000 scholarship, the average we get, so there's a high chance you're going to get that or more. Some students get $200,000, $250,000 for 4 years. Even at the lower end of 120, it's less than 10% investment you're making in your future to come to America, have someone help you, be covered for the insurances, everything's done. Less than 10% investment. 10% is $12,000. So for less than 10%, you're getting all of that benefit, that value, and also having someone who knows what they're doing. That is huge. Right, like I said to you, we asked parents and athletes, where do you think you're on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being you don't know so much, 10 being that you know a lot about this process. Most people are 4 and 5s. We're at 10s, even above. We're always trying to find out what's changing in the rules, which schools are looking for new players. So we're doing this every day as a profession. We've done this for 10 years. We've helped over 4,000 athletes. We've saved over $100 million in scholarship money. That's what we basically saved our clients in total. And that's going up every day with new scholarships we get in. So again, to have that small investment to save that much is a good investment. If you put that money in the stock market, that'd be pretty tough to convert to that pretty quick. So we feel that there's a lot of value there. We know what we're doing saves you guys a lot of money, and that's just what we charge to do it. Now, if that's too much and that's going to put you in debt, is going to bank bust you, don't do it. We don't want you being in financial difficulty because of that, but we can work with you too. So we have the payment plans. If you need longer time, let us know. We'll work something out for you. We'll do a custom program for you so we can help you. The most important thing is you don't miss out on your future and miss out on getting these big scholarships, right, which we can get for you. So again, just work with us, we'll work with you. We want to make your future possible, but we also understand, it's not $1, it's not $2, but we're saving you a lot of money. So we have to cover what we have to pay to make this work for you. We also have other programs too. So if this is just too much of a reach, we have a mentorship program, which is about $2,000. It's 3 payments of $695. And it's kind of like a combination of the club, but you're going to do more of the work. So we're not going to pick up the phones and call the coaches and do all that day-to-day work we do here in the office. We're going to coach and mentor you. So we're going to give you 6 sessions in that about how to do that, how to find different offers, how to even connect you with the right schools, saying you should contact this school. So that mentorship program is really good for people that are willing to do some of the work here and work with us, and we can guide you through the process. It's like having your own coach, right? So in your sport, you have your own coach to help you with your sport goals and get better. But this is where we kind of coach you through the scholarship process. So that's another way to reduce some costs and save some money. But I know a lot of people probably watching this video just want to make sure you have the professionals doing everything for you. So that's why we develop these programs, and this one's hugely popular. I'd say 60% of the students who come to us go on the premium because it is really giving you everything you need. So that's how we do it. Now, here's a really good news. If we do not get you a scholarship, if you sign up on this program today or tomorrow, whenever you do, ideally sooner than later, because the more time we have, the better it is for you. And after 6 months of that profile going live, so when we showed you this profile, when your profile's gone live on our website, we got 6 months to generate you scholarship interest. If we haven't brought you coaches who are interested in you, you're going to get on your fee, whatever you pay, a total refund, 100% refund on your investment. Why do we do that? Because this is my co-founder, right? This guy, only else is my co-founder. He is not going to be happy with me and his management team if we sign people up, do not get results, you're going to be angry at us, he's going to be angry at me. I don't want that on my shoulders. So if we mess up, we'll put our hands up, we'll give you a total investment back on this program. We don't do it on the mentorship program, and we don't do it on our profiles, if you just buy the profile program, because we're not in control, right? We can't make you do the work, and we can guide you and coach you, but I can't physically make you email coaches and do what we teach you to do. But here, we're in charge, we're in control. We're the ones that are controlling your future, and if my team don't do it, you're gonna get a refund on that. The other way to get a refund on the program is really something that could happen to you, injuries. So parents ask us sometimes, what if my son gets injured or my daughter gets injured, like they can't go anymore? Well, we're fair about it. So if you sign up today or whenever you do, within 30 days, if your injury prevents you from coming out to the States on a scholarship, or we just can't do the work for you, we'll give you a total 100% refund. If it happens during the program, before we've got scholarship interest, then we'll give you a 50% refund. You have to have a medical doctor note so we know the injury's legit and you can't play anymore, but we're fair about it, right? We understand that if that happens, we don't want to keep all your money because you're not coming. It's just the ethical thing to do. So we do the refunds based off the timing when it happens for the injuries and how much work we've done. So we make it very fair for that. If injury happens in America, however, you're in school and it means you lose your scholarship, well, that's when you probably wish you had this, right? Because that's going to cover that cost. So that's where you wish you had the scholarship insurance in the program. Now, you can upgrade. Maybe like I want to do the VIP, but I just don't have $10,000 to commit right now, and the payment plan doesn't work for me, right? 12 months is still too much. You could start a club, you could then upgrade to premium, or you can start a premium and then upgrade to VIP. As long as you upgrade 3 months before you come to the States, then you can get the insurance. If you do it during university, it's so much more expensive. The reason we can get the insurance discounted is we're doing it a few years or a year before you're coming out, so the insurance companies give us a better rate. That's why we can do the better packages. Now let's say as well, if you want the club membership, you don't want us to come to look after you during America, but you want some SAT training, we can add the SATs in there as well for you. It just goes up a little bit in cost, but we can do that. So we can customize the programs as you like, but these are the general packages we offer. Like I said, the premium is the one that most people go for because it gives you everything you need. So again, I hope that really helps. I hope I've explained the programs to you. Again, I want you doing what's right for you financially. Our goal is to help you save this money in college because we know how expensive it is and how hard it is to get these scholarships. We do it for a living every single day. We've helped thousands of athletes like you watching this, and we'd love to work with you. Love to help you in this journey, have my team work with you. In all these programs, you're going to have a personal team, normally of 3 people. So you're going to have your day-to-day kind of manager, your placement director, and you're going to have someone who's like normally in the head management watching over everything. We like to make WhatsApp groups of you all in there so everyone's on the same communication level, the parent and the athlete that we're working with. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been quite long, but I felt like it was necessary to get all that main information out there that you need to know about doing this. This is obviously your future. I know when I did this, I didn't know anything about it. I was kind of like rushing through this process, and we developed it around basically our experiences. What did we wish we had when we did this? What would have made our life easier in this process? And again, everyone comes looking for the scholarship part, but they forget about all the other things that are necessary in the process too, that makes this whole thing work for you. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please tell a friend. Even if you feel someone else could benefit from this, please let everyone else know. We're trying to reach the world here, and let everyone know in scholarships we're here to help. And we'll hopefully see you in the program. Hopefully we're working with you soon to get you into an amazing school and share your story along the journey with other athletes, so we can tell other athletes how it was for you and which schools you got and how you found the experience. Guys, thanks for watching, take care, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the program soon.